What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now that we got all the regular 30 team rebuilds out of the way, it's time for challenge season, and no better challenge to start with, of course, than the OG 82-0 challenge. That's what we're starting out today. This is our first attempt at trying to go 82-0 in NBA 2K24. Make sure to drop a like in this video if you're excited for more challenges, and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. YouTube tells me about 60% of the people that watch videos aren't actually subscribed, so you do fall into that 6%. Want to change that? That would be awesome. Also, episode number 3 of the Hoops Crush podcast dropped yesterday. Link to that video and to the channel is down in the description below if you want to go check that out. Other than that, as I told you guys, we're doing an 82-0 challenge, our first attempt at 82-0 in 2K24. So I'm excited to see if we can get it done today. So how we're going to do things is, obviously, we start out with selecting a random team. And we're going to be doing this video today, this 82-0 style, King of the Fourth Quarter style, where we're going to do a fantasy draft. We are going to have be the Thunder today. I'm curious to see what pick we get. So let's go ahead and see where we're picking. So hopefully it's not like too late in this draft. Are we? Oh, we're number 12. Okay, number 12. So number 12, I was about to say, it's like not moving. All right, number 12. That's not too bad. We're going to let the CPU draft the rest of the team, obviously. We're going to see how things go. No untouchables today either, by the way. So we're going to be able to trade for anybody we want. Obviously, we just have to give up what we need to get them. You know, we have to negotiate. Other than that, I will see you guys at the end of this fantasy draft. We're going to see what the CPU gave us to work with for this 82-0 challenge today. And comment down below any other challenges you guys have for me, because I kind of want this to be challenge season until we get into like trade rumors and stuff. Today's video is brought to you by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is a player props app that's available on mobile or desktop. Let me show you how it works. Basically, it's just you against the numbers. You don't have to play anybody else, literally you against projections. That's all it is. They pretty much have every sport you can imagine. Obviously, NFL going on right now, but we're waiting on the NBA. And right now, they may not have, like, obviously NBA regular season stuff, but they do have NBA season long stuff. So if you want to go ahead and start to look at like points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game, you can go over or under on the projected number that it gives you. So we can choose between 2 to 6 players, 6 players up to 25 times your money, 3 times for 2 players. So let's say I think Devin Booker is going to average more than 27 this season. I would go more on that projection. Let's say I think Rozier is going to average under. I can go less on that projection. It's that simple. It's you against the numbers. That's all it is. No, it's not complicated at all. It's a lot of fun. It enhances your gaming viewing experience. PrizePicks is something I use a lot. It's a lot of fun. So if you want to go ahead and download PrizePicks, my code is down in the description below. Use that link. Use code Crushables when you first sign up. If you go ahead and deposit $100, PrizePicks will match your first deposit up to $100. You don't have to deposit $100, but if you up to $100, they will match your first deposit. But that's it. If you want to go ahead and sign up for PrizePicks, link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables. Thank you, PrizePicks, for sponsoring today's video. So power ranking is going to land us at 7th overall. Obviously, I let the CPU take whatever they wanted in the fantasy draft, so I'm excited to see what they gave us. I'm hoping we have some assets. I'm hoping we're starting off with a really good player. We picked at number 12, so I assume that we will. Also, by the way, previously traded draft picks are off, by the way, so we don't have like the full arsenal of the Thunder's first round picks, so this challenge will be a little bit easier. But let's see what we got. So, LeBron James. You got Cade Cunningham as well, which is actually not a bad point guard to have in an 82-0 challenge, as he will continue to develop like crazy. LeBron James, though, is pretty wild. I honestly think, although I love having LeBron, we got to trade him. That's actually a really good start, because I wonder what LeBron would get me. Like, could I get a Giannis Antetokounmpo in the trade finder for LeBron? I have no idea. But Cade Cunningham, Keegan Murray, not a bad rookie to have either. Gary Trent, James Wiseman, John Wall, Patrick Williams, not a bad roster. This isn't a bad roster by any means. It does fall off a little bit, but we got to start with seeing what LeBron James could get us, because obviously, if LeBron James is like 28, then I'm keeping him, but he's 38 years old, so there's no reason to keep him in the 82-0 challenge. So, what pops up? Shaden, we only get 4 offers, so we may not get like the offer I'm expecting. But Shaden Sharp, Brandon Ingram. Obviously, I love Shaden Sharp, love Brandon Ingram. This isn't a terrible trade by any means. I mean, if I was going to set myself up, this would be a great one to do. Bradley Beal, Jarris Walker, don't love that one. Siakam Okongwu, and Trae Young and Mitch Robinson. So none of these trades are that great. I was hoping we'd get like a crazy offer for like Giannis or something. I mean, maybe I have to throw draft picks in here. Let's see if our 2024 pick would change anything. I doubt it. Brunson, Markkanen, Trae Young, Halliburton, and Harris. Okay, let's try 2 first-round picks. Let's see if that gets us anything. If nothing else, LeBron in a build, Anthony Edwards. Okay, and Jeremy Sohan. Sohan doesn't develop that much. Edwards is also really nice, but I think we throw LeBron at somebody who has like Giannis or one of the top dogs, right? He's going to have the good trade value right now, I believe. So if we use that to our advantage in this very moment where his trade value is still through the roof because it's obviously going to fall off. We can get like I mean, Steph's 35, so I don't really want to go for him. But like a Tatum, for instance. Like when we get Jason Tatum, we got to do it. So Tatum and Kate Cunningham as our duo start for this 82-0 challenge, that would be a great start. Or if we can get like Giannis, for instance, I mean, we got to go try for that as well. Evan Mobley, someone who develops really nicely, who I'll probably try to go get without trading LeBron, to be honest with you. Damian Lillard, a little bit too old. Jokic, I would love that, but we're going to see. We're going to try to build a trade with LeBron James. No untouchables. Let's see what we can go get with LeBron to start off this 82-0 challenge, as it is our first attempt in 2K24. First try of the video is for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Are they going to say yes to this? Probably not. But we get a 96 overall, 28 years old, obviously 10 years younger than LeBron. If I offer this straight up, they're going to say no to it, obviously. I'll offer my 2024 unprotected. They're going to say no. I'll offer my 2026 unprotected. I'll offer my 2028 unprotected, and they're still going to say no to this. So we have to probably include a player. I'm fine with including Keegan Murray. If we can trade Keegan Murray and LeBron and 3 firsts for Giannis, we can always get more first round picks. So I'm not too upset with this. So let's see what they say. They're going to say no still. This is my first attempt at somebody, Christopher, who has some decent trade value, but nothing crazy. James Wiseman has 3-star trade value, so maybe they'll do it for Wiseman. And you give me like Lonnie Walker. Actually, this is going to work money wise. Let's say you give me Gafford. I don't know if that's going to change anything. No. So Giannis may not be possible. I mean, I can include, I'm not throwing Kate Cunningham here. I'll include one more first, see what they say to it. So Giannis, it was a good attempt, but we're not getting Giannis, unfortunately. Giannis Antetokounmpo is just not going to happen. I would have loved to have gotten him, but it's just not going to happen. An even better option might be Jason Tatum instead of Giannis. He's 25 years old, so a lot younger. Now, unfortunately, we do have to throw some money in here to make this work. So if they give me like Nurkic and I'll give you, let's say it's like Gary Trent Jr. It looks like that's a little too far off. Let's say it's James Wiseman instead. So Wiseman and LeBron for Tatum. What do you say straight up? They say no. I'll throw first in here because I want Tatum really badly. I don't know if they're going to end up ever saying yes to this, but we are going to give it our best shot. 2025. Come on, man. I know you want to say yes to this. 2026. I don't know why I'm throwing protections on it. I'm not meaning to do that. Let's say it's unprotected again. Come on, man. Stepien rule is off as well, by the way. And they're going to say no. So they still don't want to trade Tatum. So unfortunately, that's not going to work. They're going to, or well, LeBron is too much money for them. Is there anybody else you have that's like, okay, let's say it's Rashawn Holmes instead of Nurkic. Let's say it's that. And I will give you, I'll throw Keegan Murray in here. They still, that's 108K off. Okay. Let's say it's John Wall. John Wall is not going to really do anything for them, but let's say it's this, unprotected everywhere. All right, I think I have to find a way to include Keegan Murray in here. Keegan Murray, if I'm getting Tatum, then I'm okay with this. You give me, like, I don't know, Peyton Watson down at the bottom. Nope. It says no. They have to have 14 players on the roster, so you have to exclude one guy here. I'll throw you Delano Banton. What do you say to this? Come on. They're going to say no. So getting Tatum is not going to be possible either, unfortunately. So still can't get Tatum either. And I don't think there's anybody here that, I mean, Patrick Williams might have some decent trade value, but probably getting to the point where, yeah, it's just not going to happen, man. So Tatum was my other option. Can't get him either. We're going to keep trying, though. So I think what we're going to do is going to hold on to LeBron James until the trade deadline to see if any of the trade offers change in the trade finder. But I'm going to try to get Evan Mobley here while I can. I think Evan Mobley as a guy on this team for this 82-round challenge is going to be big time. So I'm offering Keegan Murray in my 2024 first. I'm going to include as many firsts as I can. This is like my first big trade that I want to make here if I can get it done. They're going to say no immediately to all the offers I throw at them. If I threw James Wiseman in here, I think they say yes to this. Let's include one of the firsts, and they're going to disagree to it still. I'll trade a 2025 first round pick. Still say no. Why is everybody saying no to everything? Finally, we get a trade to go through. I give up a lot, don't get me wrong, but Evan Mobley is someone who's going to develop and is going to be a great start. We can always get more first round picks, so I wasn't really worried about the first anyway. We're going to move him to center for now, and then our rotation is going to be pretty bad probably right away. I mean, we got Kate Cunningham, LeBron, Patrick Williams. It's not a bad starting five by any means. So starting five is actually really solid, but Evan Mobley is now on the team, and we'll continue to go forward with this. And I want to stop at the deadline to see if LeBron James can get me anything still. So I'll see you guys at the deadline after we just got Evan Mobley. We gave up a lot to get him, but I think it's gonna be worth it in the long run. So I'm not getting the trade that I really want all that much for LeBron James, but one thing we do know is LaMelo Ball, absolute stud in the 2K simulation. So I think getting LaMelo Ball isn't a bad guy to get for LeBron James, who might retire on us anyway. So I think we also get Clarkson as a throw in. we're going to do this trade. We're getting LaMelo Ball at the trade deadline. It's not what I really wanted to settle on, but he is going to develop really nicely. So is Kate Cunningham. So I think these two as a backcourt, both 6'7", is really, really solid with Evan Mobley as our third guy. It's still a solid start nonetheless. So I'm going to move LaMelo over to the 2. So I have Kate Cunningham and LaMelo Ball in the backcourt together. I guess Clarkson will play the 3 right now. It really doesn't matter this season. Obviously, we're still trying to figure things out. But yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get really what I wanted to do, but I mean, LaMelo is still really solid, so it is what it is. But I will see you guys at the end of the season. We're 23-28 right now, but that's what we get for LeBron. Wasn't great, but I'll take it. So at the end of the season, we don't even make it into the playoffs, so that really doesn't matter at this point. Obviously, we're just kind of setting up for the 82-0 challenge eventually. So we got Nets, Pelicans, and you're going to have the Nets go on and win a championship. Trae Young averaging 41 points per game, wins Finals MVP. So we must not have anybody there to take any scoring away from him. But at the end of the season, we got 21 from Melo, 20 from Kate Cunningham, 17 from Clarkson, 14 and 12 from Evan Mobley with 2 blocks, and then 13 from John Wall. So not too shabby. LeBron James is going to retire a Raptor, so we'll leave that the way it is. I'm wondering where our lottery pick is going to land because obviously we did trade it. It is projected number 10, and it does stay at 10. So we don't miss out on anything too crazy. Pacers get number 1, but let's go straight to staff signing and let's see. So Mark is going to. Do we want to keep Mark as our head coach, or we want to just go get Mike? I mean, we need the best head coach possible for this, so I'm going to go ahead and get Michael Stauffer, I think, because obviously to go 82-0, I guess, or wait a minute, did I not have the ability to sign? Let me see. Let me try that again. Hold on. Sign. Cannot. Okay. Let's try that again. I think I'm going over my budget. Let's try that. Dude, we got him. Boom. All right. So now we can fill the rest of this out, and then we have the best head coach we could possibly get. And now it's time to build the roster even further. It's time to start getting as many first-round picks as possible here. So we might start with that Lakers trade. I'm just going to check if there's anything else better. And no. So we're going to go to the Lakers and take those 2 first-round picks for Clarkson. No-brainer in my opinion. And obviously, we might have cap space this offseason as well. Actually, LaMelo has his contract kick in. But we still might have cap space. So John Wall, same thing. We need as many firsts as we could possibly get. So we're going to just go ahead and do this. So light protected and a first-round pick. We'll do that. And then is there anybody else I could trade for first? Probably like maybe trade Leonard Miller for first or 2. Let's see. Jazz offer me an unprotected first. We'll do that. And then let's say Bruno Fernando. So we're pretty much trading everybody outside of the big 3 that we have at the moment. So first and a second. Does anybody offer me like a first and another first? We got a top 10 protected. Spurs top 3 protected. What else we got? Okay, so none of these so far. We can just take the 2028 Jazz pick. Let's take the Laker. Let's do the Spurs offer. 2026 top 3 protected in a second. We'll do that. Okay. Draft night. We don't have any first round picks at all. We do have a lot of draft capital built up after those trades we just made. There's no one else we could trade at the moment. So let's just go straight to player options and let's see where we're at. So player options, David Roddy, another guy we can trade for first. We'll accept it. William Z, Najee, Max Christie, 3 guys I plan on re-signing and flipping for first round picks. Now, is there anybody in free agency that's worth our time? Claxton this year. That may not be like a terrible idea, but it doesn't progress all that much. So we probably won't go for him. I don't think there's anybody here that I'm like dying to get, to be honest with you. So I don't think we're going to hit free agency hard this season. We could go get Kawhi though if we want. I mean, actually, we should be considering like signing Kawhi and trading him. Like we got to get as cheesy as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and sign or trade Jalen Washington and David Roddy away for first round picks. But after that, we might go sign Kawhi Leonard. So we're going to do that. So we're going to sign Kawhi and flip him. So Kawhi Leonard, we're going to sign him. And he's going to accept another offer. So that's fine. We don't have to do Kawhi necessarily. Let's say we could also sign Tyrese Maxey, who I think we could flip for something good as well. So I'm going to sign him to a deal. We have to renounce Gary Trent Jr., which is fine. So we'll sign Tyrese Maxey. No plans on keeping him. And now we could try to flip him for something in the trade finder and see if we can get something really good, like 2 really good players. Like Amin Thompson, Josh Hart. Don't mind that at all. We got Mikal Bridges. What else we got? DeAndre Ayton. Okay, so Amin Thompson is somebody I do want. Now, I don't want Amin Thompson and Josh Hart. I want Amin Thompson and Jaren Jackson Jr. I was actually trying to get Thompson and Jaren Jackson for LeBron James. Could never get it to happen. But now we have first round picks we can actually offer at our disposal. Now, we don't have any players, so I don't know if they're going to say yes to this ever. They think they're a contender, so they're most likely never going to say yes to this, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't think they're going to ever fork up this offer. So yeah, they think they're contenders. So Maxey, unfortunately, is not going to. I mean, I love the idea of Amin Thompson, but that's not enough for what I just gave Maxey. One player I am being offered is Mikal Bridges. Now, I would love Mikal Bridges, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to do it for Maxi. I want Mikal Bridges in general, but if I can get, you know, Mikal without giving up Maxi, then that's what we're going to do here. So they want Maxi, of course, but I'm going to try to do it just picks. I'm going to see if they'll end up saying yes to this for just picks. Now, I wish I had a player to throw in here, but I don't. I'm okay with just filling out this trade slots with first. That's like all I'm okay with right now, and they're going to say no. So we're going to come back to this, but Mikal Bridges is somebody we are going to get eventually. Now, I do like the idea of getting Ahmed Thompson, like I said, but it's just not enough in my opinion. So let's just see. I mean, we could obviously get Mikal. DeAndre and Davion Mitchell isn't terrible either. Right now, we probably have to fill out the rest of our roster. So let's just fill out the rest of our roster before we go further. So I'm going to get Patrick Williams a deal. We're going to give Zeke Naji a deal as well. So let's sign those guys. Let's get these guys back before we sign our trade Tyrese Maxey. Because right now, there's really no good offers on the table. So we have LaMelo Maxey, Kate Cunningham. We pretty much don't have a starting five at all. I mean, we kind of have a 3 starters, but that's it. So Sadiq Bey, I could go ahead and give an offer to. So let's do that. Sadiq Bey is someone who actually progresses pretty nicely, so that we get an off, or we get matched, I guess. Never mind. We got Deni Avdia, who's somebody that I feel like we can throw in a trade to get something good. We got Gary Trent, who I can still give an offer to, so we'll go for that as well. So we'll sign him, and then we'll just keep going down the list. So DeLon Wright, we'll sign. Let's see if we can get him on the roster. And then now we can go talk about some other. Okay, so now we're at the point where we can't really get anybody very good. So Hernan Gomez. All right, so we're out of free agency. So we got LaMelo, Kate Cunningham, and Evan Mobley all up 5 and 4 overall. Maxi's up to an 87. Patrick Williams 84. So that's looking really good. But again, I still don't want to keep Maxi. I still want to trade him for something good. So let's see if anything different pops up now that we have players on our roster. So Jaren Jackson does pop up now. I do love the idea of Jaren Jackson and Evan Mobley as my defensive front court for the future. And then getting Mikal Bridges as a throw-in. That sounds sweet. That sounds really sweet. I want to get Ahmed Thompson out of them, though. That's like the main goal I have. So let's see if we can find a way to get Ahmed Thompson in this trade. If we can do Ahmed Thompson, I'll throw you Zeke Naji as well. If we can get Jaren Jackson and Ahmed Thompson, I'm all over this, but they think they're a contender still. So we're probably never going to get them to say yes to this. I really want Ahmed Thompson as a throw-in, but they're probably, again, never going to say yes, unfortunately. So maybe we hold out and wait, because we don't have to go 82-0 just yet. I mean, we can wait till they don't think they're contenders. Maxi isn't going to go down. He's going to keep being good. So I'm going to hold out. The next trade I want to make is Thompson and Jaren Jackson. That's the trade I want to make. I think Ahmed off the bench or as a starter. Mikal Bridges is still somebody I do covet as well, which actually we could probably go do that right now. So let's try to do that before we get out of the season. So let's see if we can go get Mikal Bridges really quick. So he was on this. Who was he on the net? No, he's on the Nets, obviously. I forgot what team he was on. Mikal Bridges. Oh, he's on the Jazz. That's right. So let's go to the Utah Jazz, and let's even get Mikal Bridges still. So Mikal Bridges, shooting guard right now, but obviously that'll change. So Patrick Williams, and then let's say it's DeLon Wright. I'll give you this Hawks pick. We're going to say no right away. This Lakers pick. I'll give you another pick. There we go. We got Mikal. So Mikal Bridges, really good starting small forward for the future. Love that. So now we have Mikal Bridges. So now all I'm missing is Jaren Jackson. I think Jaren Jackson would complete this. We have the 2 scorers, LaMelo and Cade Cunningham. And then we're going to have, so it's going to be really nasty. That's the goal. Again, I'll throw Maxi in there one last time. Let's say it's Maxi and Gary Trent. I don't know if anything good pops up here. Ingram, Miles Turner, Sabonis, Siakam, Cat. Obviously, if Siakam wasn't like younger, I would be all over that, but he's just not young enough. What if I threw all 3? Do I get anything crazy here? Kyrie Irving, okay. James Harden, Sabonis, Okongwu, Siakam, Murray, Bam Adebayo. Ooh, that one's pretty nasty. We get Bam Adebayo. So we got Bam and Mobley, and we get Jamal Murray. That actually is looking pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. Porzingis, Malcolm Brogdon, Cat, Tyler Hero, Michael Porter. I think we do this trade. We get Bam Adebayo and Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray is someone we can still flip, and Bam Adebayo. Maybe we don't get Jaren Jackson. We have Evan Mobley and Bam Adebayo instead of our defensive front court. That's nasty. So our starting 5 is really damn good. Now we need to figure out what we can get for Jamal Murray, because there's no point of keeping him. So Jamal Murray, Jaren Jackson, Bojan is popping up. So we can still get Jaren Jackson like we wanted. James Harden. What else is there? I think we go Jaren Jackson. I really do. DeAndre and Davion Mitchell is not bad either. I actually do love the idea of Davion Mitchell and DeAndre Ayton. Sorry. Obviously, good rebounder off the bench. Davion Mitchell. Or do we go Jaren Jackson? I think we go. I'm going to get Bojan as someone we could flip still. So Jaren Jackson, 16 points, 6 rebounds, good defender off the bench. Or we can go Ayton and Davion Mitchell. I'm torn. But I feel like this is the better way to do things. So I'm going to go with Davion Mitchell. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to the other trade. We're going with the other trade. So we are going to flip Murray for Jaren Jackson and Bojan. Bojan is still a really good sweet throw in, and we can flip him now as well. So Bojan, we're going to flip him and Zeke Naji. And let's see. Maybe we get Aiden offered to us. I don't know. Christian Wood, Jonas Valanciunas, Colin Sexton, Jeremy Grant. So none of these really are that great. I'm not going to lie. Let's say we just flip Bojan for first, maybe. He might be making too much money, so we could probably get somebody good. Herb Jones, I just saw. So we can get Herb Jones. I mean, Herb Jones and Cody Martin, sign me up. Herb Jones, welcome to the team. Herb Jones is going to slide down to the 3, 81 overall, 6'7", really good guard. And then the last thing I think we need to this puzzle is a good backup 5, like a really good backup center. So obviously the bench still needs work, but if we can get like a good backup 5 other than Zeke Naji, then we should be set, like really set. So let's go for that, and that'll be like the last thing we need to do. There's no better backup 5 to go get than maybe like Gafford. So let's see if Gafford and so let's say it's Cody Martin and Zeke Naji if you're Gafford. I'm surprised they didn't accept that straight up, and they do now. So get Gafford as our backup 5. So I do like Gafford as our backup 5, Jaren Jackson, Herb Jones, and then our backcourt definitely needs some work, but I don't know if we'll be able to fix that, which is fine. So Power King is going to let us at first. I'm not surprised there. So we're already starting the 82-0 challenge here. Already starting it. So we're going to go 8-man rotation here, clearly. There's no reason to run 9 players. So we have an 8-man rotation with Gafford as the last guy. Bench definitely needs some work. When we foul out, we're going to be in trouble. But 4-star pace and space, what do we want to be? We're going to be 4.5 balance. I think we run with that, obviously. So let's go to balanced. Let's run that this year. We're probably not going to go 82-0 this year. I think the bench still needs massive improvement, which is fine. But as far as anybody who needs to be re-signed, I'm pretty sure Kate Cunningham is coming up on a re-sign. So that's going to be huge. We're going to have to sign him. So let's see. So yeah, we got... So these 3 guys locked up. Mikal Bridges locked up. So Kate is like the only... Evan Mobley as well is an important free agent. So yeah, we're going to have to spend some money next offseason, but that's fine. If I stop at the trade deadline to show you anything, I will, obviously show that. But other than that... We're going to lock this in to see if maybe 82-0 is possible this year, or just like a 70-win team at least. So let's see what happens. So 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, 7-0. Let's see how far we can go until we lose a game. So 9-0 so far. We lose 9-1. So 10-1 on the season, 10-2. So yeah, as you can tell, things are not working out just yet, but that's fine. We're still got some work to do. This is only the second season. I'm hoping we win 70 games this year, but it's not looking good. We've already lost 3, so we'll just see how it goes. So we still have a chance to technically go 82-0, or not 82-0. Sorry, we can still win 70 games this season, but I think I'm going to go ahead and trade Bam Adebayo for Robert Williams and DeMar DeRozan. The reason why we do this is because obviously we get Robert Williams. We also get DeMar DeRozan, who we can flip. So Robert Williams is going to be our brand new backup 5 or whatever. We'll figure that out. Or he might be our starting 5 because Bam was our starting 5, whatever. Or we might move Mobley. We'll see. So I'm now going to flip DeMar DeRozan. Obviously, there's no reason to keep him around. So we're going to go ahead and flip DeMar DeRozan into 2 first to see what we can get to, kind of further build our bench up a little bit. So Levine is being offered to me. We got DeJounte Murray and Dinwiddie, which is interesting. We do need a backup guard. So honestly, James Harden, Benedict Mathurin. Wow, we can get Benedict Mathurin as a guard backup and get James Harden who we can still flip. That's actually really, really tempting. I think we do that, right? I mean, we have to. Lonzo Ball, and what else was that with Lonzo? Marcus Smart, 2 defenders off the bench. Both of them under contract, so we could just go ahead and end off here with Lonzo and Marcus Smart. 2 guys that can play defense off the bench. Man. What do we do? Do we go Mathurin and Harden, or do we go... I think we do the Lonzo Marcus Smart trade. 2 guys who obviously may not go up in overall. Smart even may go down, but they're locked up, both under contract for the next 2 years. I'm doing this trade. We're going to go ahead and do this trade. We're going to get Lonzo Ball and Marcus Smart to further solidify our defensive team, which is nice. Now we can move Mobley to the 5. Jaren Jackson is going to play power forward now. And now I need to do secondary positions as well, which secondary positions need fixed. So I'm liking this start to this 82-0 challenge, though. I think we're in a really, really good spot. So LaMelo, obviously that. Mikal Bridges, shooting guard, small forward. Max Christie, doesn't really matter. Gafford, I'd rather just him play center. Herb Jones, he can slide over to the 2, obviously. Evan Mobley can be some power forward. And I think that's it. So Robert Williams, I don't really ever want to play power forward, though. So this is what we got. Nasty rotation, I feel like. So it's Kate Cunningham, LaMelo, Mikal Bridges, Jaren Jackson, Evan Mobley, Lonzo Ball, Robert Williams, Marcus Smart, Herb Jones. And then we still have Daniel Gafford as well. That is a nasty rotation. Defensively... that would be pretty unstoppable. That'd be pretty unstoppable in my mind. So I feel like if we went with this team next year and into the 82-0 challenge, it's possible it could happen. Progression might even look better as well. 42-9. I'm curious to see how the rest of the season goes. Maybe we could just... Okay, we lost another game. I was about to say. We still could win 70 technically, so we'll see if that works out for us. I'll see you guys at the end of year 2. But 72-10 would look pretty good if we could not lose another game, but we probably will. So Melo is out here winning MVP, which is really, really cool to see. We also went 67-15. So unfortunately, we did not crack the 70 win mark. Hopefully next season we do it, because I want next season to be the last one, I think. I want next season to be the last season. We might get eliminated by the Suns in round 1, so that's pretty scary, but we ended up beating them. Make it to the finals, and we are going to hopefully sweep the Magic. No, we beat them in 5. So do win a championship, which is nice. Always love having that, you know, in our back pocket, but that doesn't matter. Obviously, our goal is to go 82-0. So, do we have a pick in this draft? We do not. So no picks in this draft, which is fine. No big deal. I don't really want to add a rookie to this team. Obviously, Cooper Flag would be nice, but we don't need to add him. So let's go ahead and fill out this with a big man coach, and then we got to figure out, what are we going to roll into next year? What is our rotation? What is the 82-0 rotation? Like, what are we going to go with? So player options, nothing going on there. And of course, 2 qualifying offers with Cade Cunningham and Mobley. We've got to lock both of them up, like, you know, no brainer. So let's just get that out of the way, because obviously both of them are must re-sign. So we offered Mobley, and now we can offer Cade Cunningham. So let's get both of them. Actually, did we not? Okay, I don't know. We're gonna match it, obviously. So Mobley, Cade Cunningham, got them back. Great. Okay. We could sign like Chris Boucher as a throw-in in a trade. So we're gonna sign him, and then we're gonna sign whoever else. So like Max Christie, another guy we could throw in a trade. So we're gonna offer him some money, and then we should. So nobody else. Minimums are not there. Okay, now it's time to figure out how we're gonna do things. So Smart, it's gonna slide over to the 2 and probably go up. He goes up to an 83. Probably should have done that from the get-go. But Cade Cunningham, Lonzo, I'm locking that in. I want to keep that as my point guard rotation. LaMelo, Marcus Smart, don't know if I want to lock that in. 31 years old. Herb Jones, don't know if I want to lock that in either. Boucher, obviously, and then Robert Williams, Evan Mobley. Gafford is more expendable with Robert Williams here. So I'm looking to upgrade the backup 2, the backup small forward, and the backup power forward. That's where we're at. So let's get to work. Let's see what we can get. So we can somehow flip Gafford, Boucher, Herb Jones, and a first-round pick over for RJ Barrett and Obi Toppin. We do this trade because RJ Barrett, I think, can unlock some trades in the trade finder that we obviously wouldn't normally see. So let's go ahead and see if we can flip RJ Barrett for something different. Ingram, Zach Vantara Eason, Kyle Kuzma, Nurkic. I'm just going to keep looking until I find something I really like. Markkanen's cool. Jakob Poeltl, McDaniels as another good defender. Andrew Wiggins. Okay, so RJ Barrett didn't give me anything. I mean, we could just keep RJ. I mean, he's 20. He's an 86 overall. The problem is, I do question. Ooh, Murray off the bench though isn't terrible. Although we do have Marcus Smart already. So DeJounte Murray off the bench. Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon is the guy. I think we can get Aaron Gordon. We need a good defending power forward. I know RJ could be all right to keep around, but I think he's just too scoring dependent that we don't really need that. I'm more looking for like good defenders, and Aaron Gordon fits that bill. So we're gonna do the Aaron Gordon trade. So now we have Lonzo still, Marcus Smart still here. Aaron Gordon's our new power forward, and Robert Williams is our new backup 5. So Obi Toppin, and like we could keep, I think I might just keep Marcus Smart. So Obi Toppin and Christie just needs to get us a good small forward that is serviceable. So that is where we're at, and that is the last thing we need to do. So Obi Toppin, Christie, and then this one first that we have left. Just give me a small forward that I think is serviceable, and I'm good. So Bagley, Stewart, Grant Williams. Okay, Grant Williams might be fine enough. Monty Morris, Paul Reed, Trey Lyles, Brandon Clark, Daniel Gafford, Grady Dick, Kobe White, and Caleb Martin. So Caleb Martin might be fine as well, but I'm looking at bigger picture here. So let's say we sign a couple guys in free agency, and let's flip them for some first, because obviously that's what you do. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's trade these 2 guys, or we could throw them in the trade finder as well. I don't know if that unlocks anything, but we'll throw them in there just in case. So is there anybody? Bruce Brown. Obviously, Bruce Brown is a good defender off the bench. Does not sound too bad. Let's go Bruce Brown. Perfect role player. We get a good young player as a throw-in as well. Bruce Brown, move him to the 3. Call it a day. Smart would even go up to an 84 at the small forward if I want to do that, but I'm not going to do that. So last thing I'll check on is if I throw Marcus Smart and Trevin, or however you say his name, and a first, is there anything here that's worth, going for? Gary Trent Jr., Colin Sexton, Anthony Black. Anthony Black might go up like crazy. But I'm good. Let's just see what player progression is looking like. This might change the way we go into the season. So Evan Mobley, Lonzo, Cade Cunningham up to a 94, 93, 87. Smart does go down, which is little intimidating, I won't lie, but he's still an 81. Still an 81. Really can't be too upset with that. So Smart, let's try this again just in case. Is there anybody left that did Anthony Black go up like crazy? Markel Fultz, Okongwu, Tyus Jones, Gary Trent, Quentin Grimes, Tobias Harris, Sexton. I don't think there's anybody I want to go for. I think we're just going to keep Marcus Smart, and this is what we're locking in. So this is my 82-0 roster. Will it go 82-0 is another question. It's like another I don't know. But this is what we're locking in. So let's go into the season. Let's see how this does. Power Rankings going to land us up first. Are we a 5-star proficiency? We are not. So that might be a sign that this is an 82-0. I'm kind of surprised defense can be better, but it's probably because, you know, obviously LaMelo. But whatever. So still 4.5 is still really good. We're going to run a 9-man rotation. Cade Cunningham, LaMelo, Mikal, Aaron Gordon. They actually want to start Aaron Gordon over Jaren Jackson, which I find interesting. Lonzo, Robert Williams, Marcus Smart. And then Bruce Brown can get minutes if people foul out. The only other thing I'll do is I'm going to see if I can throw Landry Shamet, Traven, and McConnell for like an 80 overall, just in case foul outs occur even more. Tyus Jones is not bad as a guy we can go get. So I'll get Tyus Jones and we'll call it good. So that will be our last trade. Don't know if that does anything for us, but obviously if someone else fouls out, at least we have a serviceable guy that comes in. So does this go 82-0? Most likely it doesn't. But if I can win 70 games or more, that's what I want. I just want to win 70 games. So let's see how this goes. Fingers crossed. So far, undefeated. Already lost a game. 5-1. Just give me 70 wins and I'll be happy. That's all I'm asking for. We'll see how it goes. I'm not ending off on that note because we didn't even win 70 games. We went 66-16. Not good enough. Not good enough. We're going one more season. I thought we were just doing that last season, but I'm not ending off on 66-16. So I don't know what I have to do to change things around here, but we are going to do something. So we're going to win another championship, which is great. I don't know what it is that I got to change, but we got to do something. I mean, I'm just not good at these. I never end up having success. It feels like in 82-0 challenges. Unfortunately, like, it just never works for me. But we are not going to give up. So I'm going to try to get Taylor Jenkins as an assistant, or we get, you know, JB Bickerstaff maybe. Mike Malone, you interested? No, probably not. What else we got? I'll go for Jimmy Adams, or there's Billy Donovan. If you want to sign Billy Donovan, Taylor Jenkins, nope. He's going to reject it. Okay. We'll just go Adams. Adams just come back. All right. So we got Adams, guard guru. I mean, I don't know if there's another. Okay. So we can get Waters here and we'll have that filled out. All right. So now it's time to go figure this out. Let's go straight to player options. And I don't think this is going to matter too much for us. We might have some, but nope, nobody. Okay. Qualifying offers, nobody. Free agency. I know Mikel's a free agent, I'm pretty sure. And so is Jaren Jackson, so is Lonzo. Okay, so we're at the point where everybody's a free agent. So Mikel, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sign everybody back, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyway. Yeah, I'm not gonna sign all three. I'm not gonna be able to sign all four. There's no way it's gonna let me, right? Yeah, okay. Can I sign Lonzo Ball back as well? Yeah, I didn't think I would have enough. So Lonzo Ball, I can't get back, which sucks, but it's okay. We got the main guys back, which is what matters. Okay, so Cade Cunningham, we got Tyus Jones obviously last season. Bruce Brown is still here. Aaron Gordon, and then Evan Mobley, Robert Williams. So I mean, what do I want to do? What do I want to do to change things? I'm just going to experiment. So let's say we threw, I don't know, LaMelo in there. Does LaMelo get me anything crazy in the trade finder? Do I get like a Giannis Antetokounmpo offer to me? No, not at all. Yeah, none of these really look that good. Cade Cunningham. Or do we just simply run it back and hope for the best? Pretty much might just do that. Kawhi Leonard. If he was younger, obviously I'd be all over that. But I think we keep the two guys. I think we keep our big three up top. So big three staying. Mikel, Jaren Jackson. I mean, I could try to trade these guys and see if that does anything for me. I'll trade Mikel, and let's say we offered this out there. Barnes and DeAndre Ayton. Okay, instead of that, Aaron Gordon, Robert Williams. Let's say we threw these guys. I mean, I don't know if there's anything that makes sense for us to do, though. Like, Kessler is a nice backup 5 we can get. Like, do we need a better backup? I mean, Robert Williams, though, I guess he didn't do too much for us. I guess I could throw Robert Williams out there and see if I can get a better backup 5. That's probably where we should be going with this. Okongwu, Robinson, Jarrett Allen. I mean, Jarrett Allen averages 9.5 rebounds. I mean, I don't know if Jarrett Allen does anything for us, but he does offer, you know, average a little bit more rebounds. So I guess we could do that. We get Bol Bola as well. We'll do that. See if that changes anything. I highly doubt that changes anything, but we'll have Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley, teammates. I guess the chemistry could maybe be up a little bit. We have no good backup guards. Obviously, I would love to be able to sign Lonzo Ball back, but I'm not going to be able to. So backup guards are going to be thin. So honestly, Can we get Marcus Smart back though? Is he gonna let me sign Marcus Smart back? No, can't literally sign anybody back, so that's not gonna happen unless if maybe we traded like Bruce Brown away. I don't know if that changes anything. Probably doesn't. We have so many guys making money. I think we're just locked in this rotation, so we're just gonna have to run a small rotation. The only other thing I'll try is I'll throw Mikal Bridges out there and Bruce Brown and see if that gives me like something I should be going for. RJ Barrett, Jakob Poeltl, Scotty Barnes, Kuminga, and Robert Williams. I mean, it gives us better depth, but I think we're better off just keeping Mikal, right? So yeah, I think we'll just run it. We'll run it one more time the way it is right now. I don't think this is going to change anything, but we'll give it a shot and see if it does. So let's go to player progression, and I'm curious to see if this goes up any further or not. So player progression, we're going to have, I guess I can't see it anymore. That's nice, but okay, I can't see my roster at all. Where's my roster? I guess it's just gone. It disappeared. The ghost has got him. We're going one more time. One more last time on this, and we'll end off on this note. Whatever we get here is what we live with. So hopefully my roster reappears. Kind of reminds me of Troy Dan and his, who took all my players, or I don't have any players, whatever it is. I'm probably thinking completely wrong, but all right, here's what it looks like. We're gonna just run do we run, is it 8? Do we have 8 players deep or 7? We'll go 8. We'll go 8 players deep. I mean, I don't really expect to go 82-0 at this point. I mean, if we can just win 70, I'm happy with that. Let's see how quick it takes us for us to lose a game. I don't know if it's going to change anything here. So far, we've not lost a game. So great start so far. We lost a game. All right. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Fingers crossed we win 70 games. Like, just 70 or more, and I'm happy. Let's just do that. All right, boys, I might have to resign from ever doing an 82-0 challenge again, because once again, I'm not going to be able to crack 70 wins. I feel like I see everybody else do it really easily, and for some reason, I could just never get it to work for me. Like, I'm about to win 68 games again, and I'm not happy with it. I'm not. 67. So I can, for whatever reason, never win 70 games. I'll do it sometimes on accident, but yeah, once again, did not work out for me, so I must just be doing something completely wrong. But regardless, I gave it my best shot. And that might be, I don't know. Do I retire from 82-0 challenges? Like, I just can never be good at them. It feels like we win 3 championships in this video. It's obviously easy to do that when you're, out there cheesing everything. But yeah, this is the final roster we threw together. I mean, could I have done better on some things? Absolutely. But unfortunately, we just never could get it done. So hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. Comment down below any challenges you guys have. But other than that, I'll see y'all in the next video. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.